Welcome back, everyone. This is another episode of Shear Chat. I am your host, Dr. Rashawn Broadnax, with my two amazing guests, the two Michaels. This is Michael Hairston. Y'all were going to laugh at that.
We need to
and Michael
that.
G. No, y'all can't use that. That's
why not?
copywritten.
Okay, Eminem.
Eminem, the two Michaels. So, one question that I wanted to ask is, how did you guys meet?
Jack. Jack.
Why do you want to bring this topic up?
Yeah, we met off Jack like we do everybody else. There's no shame. I'm transparent. We met off Jack.
I have a problem meeting off Jack. I just didn't like you for a little bit.
He didn't like me for a little bit because I wouldn't give him that friendship that he wanted at that time.
He was kind of an asshole.
Because I wasn't clear on his intentions and I didn't want to lead him on to think it was more than what it was. But he was very supportive.
No.
He was very supportive. He came to my party. He was always watching my radio show before he came aboard the open that I had. Always supportive, always there, always calling, always texting. So yeah,
I fixed that.
So was there a romantic interest there?
From my half, no.
Wait, hold on 1 second.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
At first.
Okay.
But I didn't like him that much. Okay. He wasn't a great person, so I was like, I'm good.
But now he has improved.
Recently, we've had a come to Jesus meeting.
Okay.
About a month ago. So there's improvement.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
There's improvement.
I agree. Because sometimes you don't know. You
about
just have
to post up.
Right. Well, you know,
we call pull up. We say pull up.
I'm about to pull up on my ass.
No, you don't want to pull
So
up.
I told Brian, I said, Brian, I need to meet. I'm about to pull up.
So yeah.
So we had a meeting. So we're good now.
Now everything's copacetic.
Everything is good.
Yes.
We're back conquering.
We're good.
Okay. So that contributes, I guess, in a good way to the relationship on the Real, Raw, and Uncut show.
Honestly.
Well, before that, he would always tune into I had another show before the Real Raw and Uncut.
Yeah.
And he would tune in and he would give me feedback like no other, or I couldn't turn that mic up. He was real.
Okay.
And so I enjoyed that from him because he was so honest. It wasn't I'm a yes man. Yeah.
I'm not it.
And then he had personality. Mm-hmm. And then when he would come on the show, other people would get intimidated. And he was just personality. I was like, okay, if this is what it's going to take, then come on. So.
Okay, so now you said there was another show. Tell me about that real
before the Real Raw Uncut show, it was called the Not Playing the Safe show with Bryant, who's currently on the show now, and another guy.
Okay, so
it was 3. Me, Bryant, and another guy.
Gotcha.
The chemistry just wasn't right.
Okay.
The content just wasn't right.
It was boring as fuck.
I was the mouth. I was the attitude, the personality. So I was always in trouble. I was always the blame. I was always everything. It was like it became too much.
Okay.
So I had to regroup somehow, some way, because it was my vision and I wasn't letting it go. So I was like, okay, you gotta let someone go, or is something happen. So just reworked it. Added him, came back, and we started conquering the DMV. Yeah,
I mean, I had to. It was like
it was okay. It was one person because I was holding my own.
Well, wait a minute, because
there was no one to challenge him.
Right.
There was nobody to challenge him.
Okay.
And it was just
it was like 2 mutes in the mouth.
Okay.
I was like,
which does not make for good.
And it wasn't because I would always get the blame for everything. Oh, you said this, you said that, you said that. Well, I would have to say something because we're gonna sit there for a whole 2 hours like this
and look at each other.
Yeah,
drunk.
It was some. Okay. On the log, but no, it was boring. There was a lot of stuff like, and from my dance, I come from a production background, so I know a lot about behind the scenes stuff. And I was just like, I can't hear your mic, and you turn down or speak into it, or the caller is like, it just wasn't right. Everything,
and then some stuff wasn't even on my doing. It was the engineer,
Yeah,
but we didn't know because we're in the booth, but he's viewing it, so he's seen it. It just wasn't right. So I was like, okay, something has to give. Like, we're paying all this money, and it's just not working. So I reached out to someone else, and he was the atmosphere was great, everything was great, and we've been good ever since.
Okay, and this is being hosted at the same venue?
No, this was somewhere else in Maryland.
There was 2 venues for the show.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
The other show had 2 venues, like he said. It was one in Capitol Heights, and they had moved into Temple Hills or something. Something like that. Okay. And we thought it was going to be better because of everything, but it was
better, but it wasn't what it should have been.
The setup was better.
Okay.
but the behind the scenes work was still horrible. So we canceled that. We chopped that at the end of the year.
Horrible.
Came back with the Real Raw and Uncut Show, and we've been slaying ever since.
So tell us about it.
The title speaks for itself. Real Raw Uncut.
But we're still working on some people being
Real Raw
uncut. They're real.
Mm-hmm.
They might not be uncut. But we're working on that.
I mean,
in what way?
I mean, for me, I just feel like if you're gonna talk about something, like, just don't filter it. And if I see you filtering, like, on your face, I'm like, just say it. Say what you know what I'm saying? Just say what you say. Like, say what you feel like.
and that's where we differ, because I feel that on this platform
one filters.
now, and this platform now, he's the balance.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's the balance.
He's balance.
And yes, this go round on this show, I've filtered a lot only because
he knows more than I don't really know the people, like, in the community as much.
Okay.
So I don't have any ties to them. You know what I'm saying?
and that's why I filter, because
so he filters.
right,
Because he knows them. He doesn't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to burn the bridges and
Right.
make people uncomfortable.
Right.
and then I don't
know
get picked
them.
for gigs. I don't get, you know what I'm saying? I have to be mindful.
Yeah.
And I tell all the time, be mindful. Don't say names. Be mindful. So when we say names, I'll go like this, or I'll go like this.
Okay, bro. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to not be picked for something because they watch the show and I say something negative.
Okay, so now let me ask you this, and then I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. But would it not be better for them to pick you for just putting it out there?
That's how I
do put it out there, but I'm at a point where you have to have a limit.
Okay.
And I know my limit with certain things. I'm not going to just, I'm not in it to do that.
Right.
Honestly, he's way worse. Like, a lot of people come to me and I'm like, damn, but he is way worse than me.
Really?
So, yeah, oh yeah.
And I filter.
And I felt like, I don't care. Like, if you come to me like that, and he just don't care. He was like, okay. But I just don't have to talk to people. So
and I don't say okay no more. My thing now is I receive it.
Okay. I receive that.
Yeah, I receive it.
See, me personally, I always, I guess, try to be conscious and mindful of how I say certain things or pick my words very carefully. Like, some people say, you speak so slow. And I'm like, because I'm trying to make sure that you're going to get exactly what I mean and that there's no question or ambiguity about what's about
Where
to
is
go
from?
down. Originally New Jersey.
Okay, I can tell.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
And you want to speak slowly from New Jersey?
Yes.
It's
that
not the
people
slow, it's the
understand
articulateness. I can tell.
exactly what I'm saying.
That's important.
So yeah, but I still give enough to make them come back and want more. I'm just not gonna
Just
like
beat them in the
He
head.
needs a filter, honestly. Because this one right here is bad.
Yeah, so I'm learning.
But
I'll put it on him now. Like, I give it to him now. I let him do all the bad work.
Okay, so
I'll
give
back
me
him if I
an
have to.
instance of where you had to shift that towards my
Sometimes
way.
it's never. I can't even think of one because sometimes
I
it be
can.
in the moment
Yeah.
and we'll be going, and I think I'm like, oops, and I just let him go, and I'll sit there and I'll turn my head and I'll do this.
he
and I'll do that.
does.
Okay, well, this segment is coming to a close, but thank you guys for sharing that about your show. So, tell us where we can watch the Real Raw and Uncut.
Tuesdays at 8 p.m. on listenvisionlive.com.
ListenVisionLive.com.
You can also catch it on YouTube at Real Raw and Uncut. We just made a page.
Yeah, and on their YouTube page as well. So
Yes.
you can always see us.
Listen Vision Live. It's on
Facebook
YouTube.
page?
Facebook is either on someone's live.
Yeah. We don't have
Brian
an official
Anomalies
page on
live.
Facebook.
Yeah,
Y'all gotta get an official page.
it's too much. I can't do all that.
Yeah, we're trying to manage like
We have them all. It's just
website,
we're so busy. We can't
Instagram,
run them.
Twitter, like
We need an assistant. So if you're looking for to assist us in running our social media, feel free. We're busy. We can't do it all in our own personal stuff. So
Yeah, trust me, I understand. All right, so we'll be back in a moment. Again, this is the Shear Chat show with Dr. Rashawn Broadnax and the two Michaels as we discuss the Real Raw and Uncut show, and we'll be back with some other interesting topics.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a second.